There are different reasons why sports betting is appealing, with different people having different motivations to bet on sports: ease of access, entertainment, profit potential, mental challenge, enhanced excitement. Sports betting can be harmful for people who gamble excessively. They can experience severe legal, financial, emotional, mental, and physical consequences that often become worse over time. Samuel Adegoke met his Waterloo as an addicted gambler who once used his school fee to pay online betting and lost several times. Recently, news broke about the same Samuel Adegoke, a Year 2 student of Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, who swindled his friend the sum of 100,000 naira and also converted his house rent and school fees to pay a particular online game called Aviator, but lost all. And when he discovered help was not coming from anywhere, he committed suicide. This took Saturday's special crew to Ilaro to unravel what more is behind his death, as it is surprising that the young boy could do such. The first port of call was his house along Okiola, popularly known as Step by Step. Not everyone around knew what happened, although they heard the news, but they never knew that the victim was their neighbor. Saturday's special crew, while asking around, further exposed the house he lived. His roommate had moved on after Samuel's death and burial, as we saw him going about his daily routine, but he was helpful at answering some questions that led to his death.
That morning, when I was sleeping, so I just woke up and I realized that Adeku Samuel said he needed Israel phone. The guy took his money from, that he needed his phone, that he wanted to check his department course because he did not have a big phone. So, and also anything he wanted to do, he do it on Israel's phone. So when he took the phone and he was searching for things, like he was doing the thing he was doing. So we were like, so some Israel now said, give me my phone that I want to use. He said, give me 30 minutes more, that I will be done with everything I'm doing. I didn't realize anything, but then I realized that they were asking for their parents for school fees that they needed to pay that day. So I didn't know that they wouldn't even pay their school fees. We were just staying together. They did not tell me anything about it. So well, I went to class. They left home first, and when I came, so I also left home because I was having an exam by 2 o'clock. So when I went and I came back inside, they didn't tell me anything about it. I was just seeing them having a worried face, like, why you good like that? Some stuff, like they were saying things. So I said, what is the problem? They said nothing, that I should calm down. So I was like, okay, no problem, because I don't usually ask for things so much like that. So they said they wanted to call our other roommates because we were 4 at home. So when they called him back, I was sleeping. Well, he said everything, and when I woke up, they said, with the Mustafa, can we see that we have some things to talk about? And I said, okay, what's that? You can tell me what you want to say. So he said, okay, that they wanted to, that they needed 20,000, that someone need 20,000 urgently. I said, for what? He did not tell me anything about it. Then he started explaining that Adeku Samuel took his money, that money that he used, that he used his 60,000 naira to play sporty bet, and the money is already gone. That by that early morning, it was that he took some Israel's money from his account. I said, how will he take your money from your account? Did you know your PIN? And he said yes, that he knows his PIN. That he also told him that early morning that his dad sent 100,000 to his account for his school fees. So I said, okay, anything. So what will my 20,000 naira do? Have you already have the remaining 80,000 naira? He said no, that he did, that's 20,000, that he's only having 10,000 naira left on his spectacle. And I said, okay, if I give you the 20,000 naira, what do you want to use that and do? So he did not tell me anything about it, but he said I should give it to him. I said, if I'm going to give you this 20,000, that means you are going to play sporty bet on it.
His best friend and another roommate, whose Samuel action affected, had gone to school for his exams, so the crew had to move to Federal Polytechnic Ilaro to further get to the roots of the story. The director of student affairs of the school said the best person to speak more on the story would be the rector of the Polytechnic, and he made himself available to give bit-by-bit details of the incident.
Confirmed that it appeared that he committed suicide. and that they still not know what really happened, what kind of drugs or what kind of chemical he has taken. So as they were talking about that, I think the elder, the mommy sister, I saw that one crying. Myself and one also important officer from the police were there, that's Engineer Kintade. We were consoling her to take her out and all that. The mommy, I think that's his big mommy, explained that the boy uses school fees to play bet, and that he has been wondering all the time why is it that this boy was always asking for money, and anytime he asked for money, she gave. And later on, she also discovered that even what happened in the previous session, he used his school fees to bet. But they replaced they repaid the school fees for him. And that person said, when you did that, why didn't you report the situation to the DSA? So that the DSA will help you to look after the students. The woman said he did not know that he should have reported. I said, if you have reported, the way we work at DSA is that we work 24 hours around the time to try our possible best. But now that he didn't report well, the woman continued. And that they didn't know the kind of suicide he committed and all that. So when they were saying that, I think the DSA, one of the officers of the DSA, went to the boys, to the students' house to look at what happened. Because usually you want to commit suicide, you have to, some people will drop notes and all that to find out, did he drop notes? If it's not dropping notes, what really led to the deaths? Now that the doctor was also saying they are trying to re-examine what happened and all that. So the DSA went to the house, discovered that there was a sniper. I think it's called sniper, that chemical is called sniper. It's maybe beside his bed and all that. And that has been up to half.
I and the other guys were looking for him, that where did he go? Where did Samuel go? So we went out to look for him, going to where we used to buy something. So when we reached there, we meet him on the way from where we used to buy something. So we said, after we're waiting, you could do like this. Yeah, I've called your mom waiting. You were just saying, make her no fall. So the other one of us went out because he can't stay with us because he's very afraid of what to do. So he went to Tronomy. He left the house. So me and the other one stay outside the corridor, like we're outside. So he went inside, not knowing that he has bought the stuff from the sniper from the woman. So after some minutes, like 20 minutes later, our neighbor called me that someone is crying inside. So I quickly rushed into the house to check what's going on. So I found him on the floor vomiting foam in his mouth and his nose. So the person who rent us the apartment was around. So I went to rush to call the man, sir, that someone is vomiting foam. So the man rushed to give him palm oil. Maybe that will stop it's going to work.
Federal Polytechnic Ilaro Clinic was the first place where Samuel Adegoke was rushed to when he was still gasping for breath, but was wheeled to another hospital outside the institution where his situation got worse.
We are just a secondary care center. He had been taken to their primary care in the Polytechnic. But by the time he actually came to the hospital, he was already brain dead. You can be brain dead and still be breathing. So, but by the time he was already brain dead, because that is shown from the pupils. That's where we know whether one is alive or not. But despite that, they still went all the way to use all the antidotes that we can. Unfortunately, the material that he took is one of the most poisonous insecticides that you can take.
What do people see in gambling? And why was death the last option for Samuel Adegoke?
I knew the boy. He used to be a Scrabble player for the school. So when I heard the news, it was root shock to me. Clear indication that the society is drifting away from moral, because if a student could use his own school fee and that of his friend for playing for gambling, it shows that there is a high level of moral decadence.
Moreover, the substance used by Samuel Adegoke to end his life, sniper, has been observed to be ranked among the most available tools for suicide in Nigeria. In fact, suicide by sniper insecticide appears to have become a popular choice for suicidal Nigerians.
That Panthera is very bad. In fact, it's been banned. It's been banned by NAFDAC as far back as 2019 or so. It's been banned because you may want to use as an insecticide and it spills on you. It can be very dangerous.
The reason for this is not far-fetched. Sniper is available readily. This therefore brings to the fore the dangerous effects of the uncontrolled use and unregulated availability of sniper in the society at large. This again took Saturday Special Crew to where Samuel bought the substance, which is not far from the house he lived. But the woman, since the incident happened, had not shown up at the shop. The death of Samuel Adegoke has brought pain to his family and also his friends and colleagues, who described him as a pleasant person but decided to cut his life short. Samuel Adegoke has since been buried and his family back in Ilesha, Osun State.